is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious. Sun FM.
This is Sun FM. It's 4 p.m.
Sun FM.
The news.
Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of our afternoon news. We take a look at the stories making headlines. NFC Africa Mining PLC has pledged to compensate over 200 farmers whose crops were submerged following the release of water from the mine on 29th June 2025. Member of Parliament Harry Kamboni has announced a remarkable milestone in school enrollment across his constituency, with over 2 million pupils now attending school since the launch of Zambia's free education policy. Tensions erupt in Chingola as small-scale miners, popularly known as Jerobos, rioted after the expression of an ultimatum to vacate the Senseli open-pit mine. The Zambia futsal national team delivered a spirited performance but narrowly fell 5-4 to Saudi Arabia in a thrilling Group B clash at the ongoing 2025 Continental Futsal Championship in Bangkok, Thailand. Join me for the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
With the details, my name is Mwema Shanshima. NFC Africa Mining PLC has pledged to compensate over 200 farmers whose crops were submerged following the release of water from the mine on 29th June 2025. The incident resulted in widespread damage to farmlands, leaving many farmers grappling with loss and uncertainty. During a community engagement session held in Kalulushi, affected farmers voiced frustration over delays in receiving compensation. They demanded timely action from the mine, citing the devastating impact on their livelihoods. Chairing the meeting, Kalulushi District Commissioner Joseph Piri called for swift and thorough investigation to establish the extent of the damage and determine appropriate compensation for the affected households.
Determining the damage of the crops is what they want so as to start compensating the affected. This is the matter between over 200 community farmers versus NFCA mines in Chambishi of Kalulushi. On 29th June, the mines received reports that the water which the mines released submerged community crops and caused damage to them. Today, they gathered to hear the way forward over the matter, and Kalulushi District Commissioner Joseph Piri sat to hear the deliberations.
Ero nomba twaire kulya chache ntwalira nshenye ero twala nshenye tatwalifueka iyo n'abakuopyo pobali n'abazema epobali ubo bushuku twairera nshanya n'okumfwa n'okwebati chachine twali isula menshi yali yakufirimwa fyabalimi kanshi opona musumino omulando twalayo ba agriculture balete ichipendo kyakuyachitira mu valuation ku balimi bakwebati bakonkanyepo ukulemba kira mulimi nishinga na shinga
after twa kumana ku office kwati fira bachiranda chakubala veso kona lalanda nichi NFCA nga company tairekana kulipira mulimi uli wonse ukakwata ya mafia iyo tuibike mu chintu bwingi mwishibe mkwai NFCA tairekana ocho tulefu aya chakwe bati chishinkatyo ififi aona ikanifisa ni ifi nangu lintu batwitire efo kwamba efo ya tampireli yashi twapokelera amashiwi nangu bwafya pa 29th June inena ali kulusaka badaba bekere paraba kabwe ebarokesha pa environment ngafya ona ikafya tukashani ebo na balisa batumina mukalamba wandi kuchitika efe nabambi echafumine bala balelandapo bachalo bachalalumbula bayishire abachireshani.
After the deliberation between the Lukoshi community chairman Ron Chalwe and the mines head corporate Kayongo Swana, the DC Joseph Piri requested for time to allow full investigations in the matter.
Apa tapali uburuyo tuipatana nangu tuambe kuchenana ichintunga chachitika lionse chifwaikwa kuchitashani kuva pamo mwachita resolve in a nice way. Notu kwa tuambe chochise nishitatu wakapuisheyo. Uyu ngaima nae uyu alelanda nishu nae alepange fya kwa tachiteri yaki nishitakuleko tuingaya efyoyo. Damage yali chitika kale, so apo ya chitika damage ichirefu ekonomba chakutira mutu pele insta.
Lukoshi Ward Councillor Nasinda Nazila was also present.
He wants to know umushirioko uli uyuwa umu koza babonso wa mulemo napa insto bakwata mabala emwe basungira abana babo emwe balisha ma families yabo so lyonse nga twakulasanga ati tulebwerera kunuma lyonse tatuleishi bani chinshi chirerenga ibintu firabe oko fire fyaba, then this problem will not be solved.
As it stands, the community and the mines await investigations from Zema agriculture departments in the district, among others, who are determining the damage of the water, soil and crops. Reporting for Sun FM TV News, I'm Gertrude Mwansa in Chambishi, Kalulushi district.
Member of Parliament Harry Kamboni has announced a remarkable milestone in school enrollment across his constituency, with over 2 million pupils now attending school since the launch of Zambia's free education policy. Mr. Kamboni attributed the surge to the policy's positive impact on access to education, especially among children who previously faced financial barriers. He noted that the initiative has not only improved literacy rates, but also contributed to a reduction in youth-related crime, particularly among individuals often referred to locally as junkies. Speaking passionately, Mr. Kamboni emphasized the transformative power of education, calling it a critical tool for shaping the future of the youth and the nation.
The free education has really made a very good step in the education sector. First of all, you had 2 million students who came. We have 2 million students who came in because of free education. If we didn't introduce free education, where would have been these 2 million students go to? You hear what I'm saying? They would have ended up being junkies. So that's a step forward. Yes, there could be a few complaints such as overcrowding, but when you go to school, you don't only learn how to write and read. There are a lot of things you learn.
The remarks reaffirm Zambia's commitment to inclusive education and highlight the ripple effects of educational reform on community well-being. Tensions erupted in Chingola as small-scale miners, popularly known as Jerobos, rioted after the expression of an ultimatum to vacate the Senseli open pit mine. The license holders had set a deadline on Monday, 28th July 2025, for the miners to remove their equipment and extracted copper ore, a move that has sparked unrest and renewed calls for government intervention. Konkola Radio News reporters at the scene witnessed Jerobos looting cement from hostels owned by the Chingola Municipal Council in Chiwempela, further escalating the situation. The miners argue that the evacuation threatens their livelihoods and exacerbates youth unemployment in the region. In a dramatic turn, the rioters also set ablaze machinery involved in the rehabilitation of Chiwempela Road, disrupting ongoing infrastructure works. This incident mirrors similar riots that occurred just 2 months ago over the same mine, highlighting deep-rooted tensions surrounding access to mining resources. Former Chingola Mayor MacDonald Mulongoti has urged the government to act swiftly, emphasizing that Jerobos are a vital part of the local economy and could be key players in addressing youth unemployment if properly supported.
Have gripped Chingola small-scale miners, popularly referred to as durables, who claim that Senseli mine owners gave them yesterday, Monday, 28th July 2025, as deadline to vacate the mine. And based on that rumor, we saw hundreds, if not thousands, of miners hurriedly transporting copper ore and various other items from Senseli mine to their places to avoid losing out. As such, government should confirm the validity of the purported vacation order. This is extremely unfortunate if it turns out to be true, because these miners just recently invested a lot of money and various pieces of equipment into the
Skyway's ward councillor Fabian Mwanza is calling for the establishment of a hospital within Kabushi constituency, citing the area's growing population and the urgent need for accessible healthcare services. Mr. Mwanza, who is also an aspiring parliamentary candidate for Kabushi, emphasized that the lack of a local hospital places an undue burden on residents, particularly during times of bereavement. He noted that funerals are already costly, and the added expense of transporting bodies to Ndola Teaching Hospital is both unfair and avoidable. He has since asked for the establishment of a fully fledged medical facility in Kabushi constituency that can provide comprehensive healthcare services to the community.
If we can have a hospital there that is going to have even a mortuary, everything. If somebody dies, let them just be put in the mortuary there, because our Kantromba cemetery from Kabushi is less than a kilometer, especially for the people in Ruto. So it will cut on the expenses, especially funeral expenses. As you may be aware that today, when you've got a funeral, it's so expensive, because everyone will be looking at you. You need to feed them, provide transport for them, organize the coffin to bury the person who has left you. So all those expenses we need to reduce by bringing in the mortuary next to our people.
You are watching and listening to Sun FM TV. We take a break, and when we return, we have more in sports news.
Shake and sip down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go.
Shake and sip. Get up and show me how to shake and sip. Get up off your feet.
Shake things up with Shake and Sip Fruity Milk.
Shake and sip.
Go, go, go.
Every moment to be in the zone. Shake it up, shake and sip is the way to
Shake
go.
and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
Back and now in sports news. The Zambia futsal national team delivered a spirited performance but narrowly fell 5-4 to Saudi Arabia in a 3-team Group B clash at the ongoing 2025 Continental Futsal Championship in Bangkok, Thailand. Bouncing back from a 4-0 defeat to Belarus in their opener, Zambia showed attacking flair and resilience against a physical Saudi side. Royd Chishala led the charge with a brace, while Wiseman Piri and Patrick Banda each added a goal to keep Zambia in continue until the final whistle. Zambia now turns its attention to a crucial final group fixture against Australia on Thursday, 31st July. A win could still see the team advance depending on other results. And in other sports, Power Dynamo's midfielder Willard Mwanza has expressed gratitude to national team coach Avram Grant and his technical bench for selecting him in Zambia's squad for the 2025 African Nations Championship CHAN. Speaking to Faz Media, Mwanza said he is excited to represent his country in the tournament, which kicks off on 7th August in East Africa. Zambia will begin its Group A campaign with a high-stakes clash against DR Congo at 15 hours. Group A also features defending champions Morocco, COSAFA title holders Angola, and co-host Kenya, making it one of the most competitive pools in the tournament.
Nalimpa bwino sana kuba kupali district na okuba kubomba tena balise kukonga na kubomba abagaye badipotera kukamu sana ngabo confidence kyonse fa atari bafyali participate kyonse participate safire moneka activity no twara kemo kuya awe yaba kuishika pite ndiye bwino kuya bomba kaena ma waterfall.
Thank you for joining us. Be sure to join us for another bulletin at 18:15 hours. On behalf of the news crew and entire production team, my name is Mwema Shanshima. Good afternoon.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
Imagine having nature's secrets to health and vitality in a bottle. Introducing Lifeway Shot Health Drink. Ginger for digestion. Beetroot for stamina. Aloe vera for skin. Tamarind for metabolism. Baobab for immune support. Lifeway Shot. Embrace wellness naturally.
Oh, what a bad day. When everything is bright and golden. The sun is shining and the mighty morning. Without my family in that moment, that day would have been a bad day.
Yeah, everyone's bad day is my bad day. But guess what? When my banja comes together, there are no bad days.
Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Thank you to Mwema Shanshima there with regards to today's community news bulletin. My name is Evans Malasha with Views on News Wednesday edition, the 30th of July 2024. You will be participating by calling us via 0955 855 953. We look at the stories that made headlines. NFC African Mining PLC has pledged to compensate over 200 farmers whose crops were submerged following the release of water from the mine on 29th June 2025. Member of Parliament Harry Kamboni has announced a remarkable milestone in school enrollment across his constituency, with over 2 million pupils now attending school since the launch of Zambia's free education policy. Tension erupted in Chingola as small-scale miners, popularly known as Jerabos, rioted after the exploration of an ultimatum to vacate the Sensele open-pit mine. Skyways Ward Councillor Fabian Mwanza is calling for the establishment of a hospital within Kabushi constituency, citing the area's ongoing population and the urgent need for accessible healthcare services. Finally, in sport, the Zambia futsal national team delivered a spirited performance but narrowly fell 5-4 to Saudi Arabia in the thrilling Group B clash at the ongoing 2025 Continental Futsal Championship in Bangkok, Thailand. 0955 855 953. That is 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bamala. So, mabomba sana.
Tobomba fe wino ifakatuishi bena barishan.
Bijaba mutendere sawaptemo. Rera ndano musore Andrea ndeti na kushira bomu.
Mukaiba konka nyepo.
Emko anita malashana senda po ya kushingulo ya majera boy. Abantu baliya Mr. Malashakale bambo nkubomba. Sama baba lekati. Mumone naba abati makwebo tunono. Nabena nabera mu affected. Mwamona Mr. Katanda kulanga yabuka. Kuba sampira. Kutupepera batungira mu abana. So twapapata kuri government. Apoka busoro afenya abantu bawuko. Atamye kwangu bawekesha ako kudya. Papa yengo pimbiti yakushita. Nisema chakachita kali na hii. Leta nipale ngombe bwi.
Tatotela. 0955 855 953. That is 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. 0955 855 953. It is Wednesday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon, you're through to Sun FM.
Good afternoon, Marasa Mwabomba Chan.
Tobomba fe wino bakamfort katuishi bena barishan leo.
Awa tulisomten, sekini bakamfort kutira mboka menjai.
Mboka eba konka nye.
Nalakenda pweri asiri spika mchingolomu. Wadera bute ino nshitaba mboku bombe nchito shabuishi. Kubaleka se bale bombo kusira bale busha layo ti bale ona ule space abantu. Abakaire bale bera mwa space chingola. So beka na bopanchi ba MP balomfu abastanda standard abantu kumubekalira bati wafire baunkwata. Nasenda kone yakabushiyo ya kubalefo abafulire konganika clinic nganisha nchachine kulya na abafula abantu tatulefo abafuma kula kabushi baisa pa central hospital hapo pata linapaka bushi baba usakamane kwa abantu CDF shalifuma bafulire pe baba pamuli through CDF kutira chire ikala tulibonsa pa malashi
tatotela. 0955 855 953. That is 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is the Wednesday edition of Views on News. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. Malasha Mwabombe.
No, bomba fe bwino katuishi barishani bana bongani.
Bali fe bwino emkwaina nala kuli batebya nikyo balanda kishinka. Nga babika kofi eikulu hospital babika pona mortuary then ishbala tako discongesti uko ku central hospital monseke noti noko kwino momba mwene chat but na mukula bale bika mu so that kula hospital kireba kwa shia chepana kwetintu ero na senda poneyo balandira ati amasukuru abana nabambo okuya nishitawama so that abana baleke yakula baperete yakushikisha bale batwala bali landa kitu education iyo yabakabutwa naye nawe ababa lumendo betu mwanzini ngomu balandire banapanda emo batulisi shaifwendume emo batusapotera tatulelanda tuleba sapota mufi tuleba sapota mufi mapandu nchitota kwa bolwa abantu bale balaya so bakabutwe mwale balaya aba ichabo takwa benchi to yaba majanki mulemo na balefula so bafweniko notukusa mukulapera bamwisasi amalasen awo twakana pere nyabana betu nabayiche betu twatotera bayivansi
tatotela.
Yeah, I'm quite.
0955 855 953. That is 0955 855 953. That is the number you are calling on this particular Wednesday edition of Views on News. 0955 855 953. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you, sir?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Mr. Gabuela Joseph Christopher.
Please do go ahead.
Narasenda po nachumfa abakirando ko bacyabana b'amasukuru 2 miliyoni n'abatampa amasukuru bari ku masukuru kwena kuto tutasana ku biteko bakora bati abantu basambirire ko
ero nomba futi batwale kobuya ntanshi panoma amini pantanshi so twatotera kubuteko nangu bambi barema na kwakita barebomba bati barebomba bambi baresusha fe bati ubuteko burebomba panto amasambiriro ekikaramba so natotera sana mukwayi bakabuso barole sheko kuri bashimayi nyuko twapapata ifyo ngo tafyawamu natotera mukwayi
tatotela 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is Views on News, Wednesday edition. Through to Sun FM.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Marash.
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you, Darrington from Mansion.
And please do go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just speak in a kuchingorera. I think for me, that's a device. No one got a problem because again, they were gone. Not much time, much for my representing for feeling. Morana, I need to run in the good, but I have never done. But you get a question a great time. I'm a short more to all of my next Genesis out of way. Nanga much for the one to run around so that when you from not to get too much. You can't even condemn money, you're not far. Thank you as well.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-955-855. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Great, thanks. How are you?
Not complaining. The voice of the voices is a shepherd from Ndola.
Mr. Shepherd, please do go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, during the go, you know, quite a right to be challenged, you know, more quite in the Lama, or the issue. But the issue of rioting, I think we should not even support those things, the future of Sangol. The problem is rioting, Bam could start document, Uteshi, the Konango Chimo. So I'm not several times, I'm a short to the Abad. Baba, Taruti in. Abaleo Chava, Sampa, Musinto. Come we push you more, much the push. But you push you put on from the research out the patch. There is a special way out what Ramokula into. Whenever they are grieved, they are not happy with some conduct of the government officials. Better you face the mines minister, copper boat minister, Maya in Shania, you demonstrate to say, no, we are grieved, you are not happy with what is happening. My license is the if we are denied the chance of what we can be mining, we have got all the documents that are needed. And that's the better way. Otherwise, if you are what you can do, why value and other thing, anybody initiate I feel Okubam. Gababe Katababa Kaka. My Robakamoku is shining, but money no take off what you are. It did not use the right channel. Then he was Landia Knokru, Kawus Consuelo, Quataco Mochari, no Quataco Mini Hospital. We had been advocating for that several times. You know, it is very far from moving from here to Kunda Teaching Hospital. We need a mini hospital. Then it can be better for us. Thank you.
Thank you. I could pick one last call before we wrap up today's edition of Views on News. That is 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling me on this particular afternoon. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Marasa.
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
This is Mary Chokwe. Fine. This is Mary Chokwe from Chilavombwe.
Please do go ahead.
I'm going to amajerabo tyashuka kofi mwanzinye kusiba maboko mnibombele yabo tayama ebakona ule efintu abantu balechula empya nashishupa bamkuto bawira abantu ifintu tesuma sana awe futhi iludi olupidi telo amajerabo lwamuna Zambia yonse afila sitamo benefit nombe mnibombele yabo namwima bene bengisha kubwendu tepaka kwempya bakwata abakwata empya bantu batwalira so safety tapaba so ngababika ko company yakwe batireke shapa tubushara abantu lebomba shani ama life yabantu kuyaba ko vuya abantu balafwa sana kuri esibenga bale risalira so bakababule kufe kampani babikeko abantu bakwate emyoyo ekisuma then the compensation tabakwata so nga babula kampani bakabakwata amacompensation abantu nabambe emisepera sikayayingirako obe nga temukuyingirako nga kuli kampani notibekabeka si awe terupirirwa bubeka mwina Zambia oli otavetamo benefit muwombe bwingi.
That happens to be our last caller for today's edition of Views on News. Remember to catch us tomorrow again with yet another edition of Views on News right after the Community Bulletin News at 60. My name is Evans Malashap, but remember, this still is The Drive. Today is Wednesday, Flashback Wednesdays. And of course, you will be coming through a little bit later on the show where you'll be letting us know what you would love to listen to. Good afternoon.
Sun Sports TV is now